Hi everyone, it's Beck here, and today I have a layout for you that I have made with the My Creative Scrapbook limited edition kit for July, and this kit is just gorgeous. It is filled with the Fruit Paradise Collection from Prima. Lots of really pretty soft colours. So this is what I made. I'm trialing voiceover again today, we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I forgot to do an unboxing for this kit, but I will 100% do it next time, promise. So these are the papers I used. We have the Fruit Lover piece of paper, that one's called Sweet and Citrus, and this one is called Cherries Galore. And this Cherries Galore one is the one I used as my background paper. Now to start with, I've got this Heidi Swap stencil, and it's not really a stencil. It's got like a mesh in it. You see, I've opened it and I've tried it, and I just did a little bit of the corner on different paper to see how it works. I've used paste here. This is a Colour Blast Gold paste, and I've pushed quite hard, and the paste does go through the stencil, even though it's a very, very thin, delicate kind of stencil-y thing. But I think because I pressed so hard, what happened is it kind of stuck to the paper, and you can see there it's just ripping a little bit at the top, but the pattern that comes out is so gorgeous. So if you're going to use the stencil, what you can do is you can give it a wash first, just to take away some of the stickiness on the back. And it also works really brilliantly with spray. So if you just lay it on and put a spray, it also works really well, just like the paste. So great stencil. Anyway, continuing on, I fussy cut out some of the butterflies from the other bits of paper, and then I've taken a piece of that Sweet and Citrus paper and I've just cut off a strip. So I'm starting to put together like my background for my photo. And these here are just the little journaling cards that were also in the kit. And I'm just flicking through them to try and find out which ones I'm going to use. So this sort of process, I just kind of play around as I go, stick something there, until I'm happy with how it is. Usually I'd probably staple this all together. Unfortunately my stapler broke, so I'm just using double-sided tape as I go. And it's easy just to move stuff around, put stuff here and there. And I just rip bits of paper. Unfortunately I never measure anything, so nothing is particularly measured. I just like to kind of see how things look. And then there's a little butterfly in there, but I end up ripping that off because I want to fussy cut it later. And so once I'm happy with how that background is looking, I finish and I fussy cut all those little butterflies. Now I'm just taking the stamp that was in the kit. It's a Prima stamp, and I'm just using some black archival ink. And all I do really is I just press kind of in the middle of the stamp and just put like a random pattern around my page. So I don't want the whole square stamp, I just want like a portion of it. Next I'm kind of making my layout more 3D, and I do this by adding a lot of cardboard underneath. Now I get a lot of questions about the cardboard and is it archival safe, and to be honest I don't know. A lot of these layouts I make just because I like making the layouts, not as a memory keeping sort of thing. But if you are worried about the cardboard and you do want to keep the layout long term, definitely go with foam tape. I usually just use it because cardboard's easier, but foam tape has the exact same thing. So all I've done here is I'm taking the flowers that were in the kit and put them in a little container, and next is the ephemera pack. So that's also from the Fruit Paradise Collection, and all I'm doing is I'm kind of flicking through it and pulling out the little pieces that I want to go on this layout. And next I just start taking the flowers and kind of playing around with them, seeing how they go. I don't glue anything down at this point. All I do is I kind of sit everything where I want it to go, just to make sure I'm happy before I start gluing. And you'll notice I keep knocking that photo, making it crooked. That's the brilliance of this Aleene's tacky glue, is it doesn't set straight away, so you've got plenty of time to reposition things. I do unfortunately sometimes end up with it slightly off center, but that's alright. So once I'm starting to kind of get happy with where things are sitting, then I will start gluing, and I just kind of take one piece at a time and glue it on, just so I remember where everything is. Now with these scrapbook kits, if you want your own, all you need to do is go to the My Creative Scrapbook website and subscribe, and you get one of these gorgeous kits every month. Like I said, this is the limited edition one, but there are 3 other kits, I believe. So you can choose from the others depending on what sort of scrapbooking you like to do. But the kits are always gorgeously kind of put together, and everything matches just so beautifully. So I'm finally finishing up kind of where the flowers are going. Sorry, it's a bit fuzzy there. And now I'm starting to add these butterflies on, and I cut out quite a few. But these papers have heaps of these butterflies on it because I've also added these little butterflies to 2 other layouts I made with this kit. So there's tons of these little butterflies to cut out. They're just gorgeous. So once I've got them where I want, I glue them down. And the next thing I was doing, I'm just adding a little bit of kind of splashes to the background. So I have 2 of the Prima watercolors. This one I'm using here is the Shimmering Lights one, and I'm just using one of the gold out of it. The other one is the Woodlands one, and is kind of like a really deep charcoal colour, which I'm using. So all I do is I stick my brush into the water and get a little bit and flick it on. I also have the liquid pearls and hot cocoa, and I'm just putting tiny little dots in the middles of the butterfly. And then the final thing I do is I've still got the Fruit Paradise chipboard pieces. So I'm just flicking through them and seeing what I like. There's some little gold hearts. I've put those on. And the title of the page as well. Some like that one there lost their stick, so I'm just gluing that on. And also there's those little sticker sheet that was in the ephemera pack this month. So they also have some little gold stars. I've just pulled those out and stuck them on. So that is it all finished, and here it goes. You'll just see how kind of chunky and thready it is with all that cardboard stuck underneath. But I think that chunky look gives it like so many layers and makes it look much more detailed. So it's all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time with my next kit hopefully, and I will hopefully have some new videos in the works, so keep your eye out. Thanks for watching. Bye.